So guys, yesterday after 4 hours I installed SSD Samsung 970 Evo Plus 500 GB. So now let's see like how much time does it take to boot up, Windows 10 on my HP laptop. Sorry for the, camera angles because I'm holding the camera from my other hand. So I'm gonna press the power button and let's see how much time does it take. Okay, so I'll tell you directly the time because I can see the seconds on the video recorder, but you cannot, while you will be watching this video. So okay, whatever. Okay. 14 seconds, almost 13 to 14 seconds it took to open this window from like actual boot. uh, the like also I haven't installed so many things on my computer, just VLC player and Opera Mini. These are the two software which I have installed. Also there's no data like movies, softwares and all that on the new Evo, SSD Evo 970 plus 500 GB. So you can see the speed is pretty good like initially, I don't know, and I think it will reduce by maybe 30 to 40% or maybe 50% by the time the SSD is filled up to maybe 250 GB or 300 GB. So I'm just assuming it. I'm not sure about it but I don't think if the mobile storage, which is like the which is the most advanced generation of itself, so the mobile speed doesn't get slower, especially in my phone. I have 128 GB storage mobile, and it's almost full filled up to 1 GB, something like that. Probably 5 or 6 GBs are remaining, but it's still not slow, and that is giving me, my phone is giving me almost same speed as it was giving me at the starting of my purchase. So but this laptop, like I finally fixed it. Like what happened, somewhere here is the M.2 slot available in this laptop, and what I did, like I actually used a kind of jugaad screwdriver. So I stripped, I think that's the right word to use, I stripped the screw, so it didn't work, and it wasn't even getting opened through the original screwdriver which I purchased later. I had to spend money after all, so it wasn't getting opened, but somehow I used some tricks and creative thinking, and then I opened it, and then I didn't fix it till its foot I don't know, till to its fullest capacity, but like I used placar and all that thing to adjust it. Also I stepped in, I actually put paper, rolled it and flipped it 2 or 4 times, and then placed it between the SSD and the screw, and then I screwed it so that it doesn't take 3 or 4 rings to completely grab it. Okay, I don't know, like I'm lacking of words, so whatever I can. So this video is just in English just because of the fact that someone from other countries who are not able to understand me in Hindi can understand it. Like otherwise there's no purpose of showing off or anything like that, which I'm not even able to. But so this is, yeah, like I'll give you a test, or I'm going to open Opera Mini. Let's see how much time does it take. So I just clicked it for 4 seconds, probably 4 seconds it took to open this with all the pre-loaded tabs and other things. Like you can see, like this was the YouTube search result, Google, so like it's pretty much good about it. And the other software is VLC. Let's check how much time does it take to open VLC. Just 2 seconds, and if I just 2 seconds, or maybe 1 second, I would say. Pretty fast, I would say. The battery, I don't think so. Like the battery is still the same because I guess fan and CPU and other things, they use much and most part of the battery. I thought that the battery consumption would be lesser than what it used to be on the hard disk, but it's not. It's the almost same. Like for example, like this is 80%, and just 1.5 hour it would be going down to 20% or 15%. So that's battery capacity. I haven't seen any big significant difference in battery capacity or battery efficiency, I would say. Apart from that, everything is good. Like the other problem, earlier I used to operate my Windows on a SD card, which was 32 GB capacity kind of SD card. And now you can see, like, on that SD card I wasn't able to open camera. It used to take almost 2 minutes to open the camera, because it's a heavy kind of thing. The camera has to, oh, I shouldn't have done this, but okay. I'm awkward now. I didn't thought that it would show my picture as well. Okay, my bad. Yeah, so otherwise the rest of the apps I'm not gonna show them to you, because they will probably take some space in the story. I don't want to open them. Once they are opened, they will keep popping up so many notifications and messages to me, and I'll be bothered by all of those things. So yeah, that's it for this video. I want to tell you some things about the SSD. So the first thing is this, that first of all, make sure that you have M.2 PCI slot, so that it doesn't you don't get disappointed when you get it delivered at your home, and then you have to maybe replace it or return it, in case you have ordered it from a website which doesn't support returning. So then you will be you will be like messed up and all that. I don't know what is the but you will like how you gonna feel about that. And the second thing is this, that I would recommend you, if you have a good, like, if you can increase your budget by almost 70 or 60%, then I would recommend you to go for a bigger type, like maybe 500 GB, because you get 465 GBs available on this 500 GB SSD. And I believe that Windows and these apps nowadays, they are getting bigger and bigger, so they take hell lot of space in your SSD or HDD. So you will be regretting, because there's only one slot available. Even if you buy 250 GB SSD, then after some years, maybe you are your pockets are full of money, and then you want to spend more money on your SSD. So you will have to purchase 500 GB then, and then you have to sell the current one, because you don't get two slots. But although you can use it through the caddy or through the HDD slot, but you have to remove all the things, so that's not a good option. But I would recommend you to wait a little if you want to buy a good, like, bigger capacity SSD, and then go for 500 GB. The third thing is this, that I have ordered it through a certified kind of most reviewed seller on Amazon, so that I am assuring, like, and the reviews were like 4.87 rating. So, and 15,000 reviews, by the way, and the other sellers, they had only 16, 300, 200 reviews. So I thought that this would be good. Also, there are, if you try out to buy the cheapest SSD available by the Amazon sellers, so don't buy a renewed SSD. You might be seeing nowadays on Amazon in the bracket in front of every item, there's written renewed. That means that somebody has used it or for maybe a while, or maybe they have get it delivered and they have returned it. So it is kind of a used product. That's why they are giving you 1,000 or 1,500 rupees discount. That's not a big discount, but in case somebody has damaged it, you're gonna regret it, right? But they give you 6 months warranty, so that's a good deal. But I'll tell you what happens when you get 6 months warranty. So for example, the damaged part, you will not be able to see the damaged part of your SSD in just 10 days or 5 days or even in a month. But what if you just get to know the damaged part after 7 months or 8 months? Then you will be like you will be out of the warranty period, and there will be no returning back of that product. So I would not recommend you to do that, because like, why to take tension, like why to always check out in like, you won't be free till the 6 months. You will be checking every day, like if my SSD is working fine or not. So like, I would recommend you invest 1,000 or 1,500 more and then buy a new product. And yeah, and the third thing is this, that if you are buying SSD of Samsung, or if you are buying any other company's SSD, the big difference or significant difference is this, that by the way, this is the fourth thing I'm telling you. The significant difference would be not in the reading speed, because the reading speed you get is almost the same. Like for example, if you load a game, and if the game takes 15 seconds to get load for if the game takes maybe 15 seconds, so it will be 13 seconds on Samsung SSD. That is the reading speed. But if you try to copy something in your SSD, then there's the significant difference. For it, almost the speed of Samsung SSD reading speed is 3 times than any other. I would recommend it, like than any other, which is half of the price of the Samsung SSD. So I won't recommend you to buy those SSDs, because why to regret? Like, buy the good product if you are investing money. The fifth thing is this, that Evo and Evo Plus and Evo Pro, like what is the difference in these SSD? So again, like there's no significant difference in reading speed, but the writing speed will be going to be different on each of the SSDs. So I would recommend you, if you are a moderate user and if you are not kind of a director of a Bollywood or Hollywood movie, I would recommend you to work on you can get the Evo Plus. That's going to be in sufficient. Although like it's been one day, like I am nobody to tell this to you, but I this is my gut feeling, so I'm telling you. But if you think you have a graphic bug or editing bug or maybe some heavy uses, or you are a gamer, then you can go for the Pro SSD. That would be a better option, because there's nothing better than the Pro SSD Samsung. Like you have got the best one of all-time SSD. So I would recommend you to buy that one, because it would be the best for you, and you would not be regretting for buying the lower or the non-professional version of the SSD. So yeah, these were the points. Hope to see you in the next upcoming videos.